Are you one of those students who want to learn how to write the perfect essay under examination conditions? Well, this video is for you. In this presentation, we will be examining the May-June 2025 question 3. The objective of this presentation is to provide a comprehensive approach to how students can effectively tackle the CSEC English B question 3 of the May-June 2025 examination paper. Firstly, students must read carefully the given question, noting the 3 areas or aspects that need to be addressed. Secondly, students need to draft their introduction, which should be captivating and should contain the essentials. Thirdly, students should be able to draft their body paragraphs within the given time. Lastly, students should draft their conclusion within the given time, and after they have written their conclusion, they should edit their essay. 2025 question 3. And it reads, A Stone's Throw and Dreaming Black Boy are poems which focus on physical and emotional abuse. Write an essay in which you focus on abuse. For each poem, describe the nature of the abuse experience. For one of the poems, you must also discuss the impact of the abuse on one person. And finally, for each poem, you must examine one device each poet uses to portray abuse. And the total mark for this question is 35. In order for us to be able to answer this question, we need to first pull the question apart so as to identify the 3 areas that need to be addressed in the given question. When we pull the question apart, we will discover the 3 areas or aspects of the question that needs to be addressed. And the first aspect of this question that needs to be addressed is a description of the nature of the abuse experienced in each poem. Secondly, a discussion of the impact of the abuse on one person in one of the poems. And then finally, an examination of one device used by each poet to portray abuse. Introduction. The introductory paragraph of the English B essay should be short and captivating. By that we mean it should grab the reader's attention. As a result of this, the introductory paragraph should contain the following. 1. An attention getter or hook. An attention getter or hook. So the attention getter or hook may take the form of 1, a definition. This is where you may want to define an important word or phrase within the given question. Now, 2, you may want to use a quotation. So you see, but the quotation chosen must be relevant to the given question. You may want to use a statement of fact or a statement of opinion, or you may want to use an allusion, which is a reference, and this allusion can be a biblical allusion or an historical allusion, but it must again be relevant to the given question. You may even want to start your essay by using a rhetorical question. Okay, again, remember, any form that you choose must be in keeping or must be relevant to the given question. Following the attention getter, you must have within your introductory paragraph reference to the 2 poems. You need to have a synopsis of the main points that will be addressed in the body of your essay within the introductory paragraph. This will also steer the reader. So, okay, this will guide the readers as they will be somewhat cognizant of the issues that you will be elaborating on, or exploring in the body of your essay. I trust that this has been beneficial to you. If it has, remember to like, share, tell a friend, and most definitely subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section. Here is a sample introductory paragraph to the given question, and it reads, abuse refers to any behavior that frighten, intimidate, control, manipulate, blame, humiliate, hurt, or injure someone. Abuse, whether physical or emotional, can have devastating effects on its victims. Physical and emotional abuse is depicted in the poems A Stone's Throw and Dreaming Black Boy, respectively. The poet Elmer Mitchell and James Berry used numerous poetic devices to highlight the theme of body paragraph 1. The body paragraph 1 addressed the first aspect of the given question, and that is for each poem describe the nature of the abuse experience. And the sample body paragraph reads, within the poem A Stone's Throw, the adulterous woman who was caught in the act of adultery by a group of men was to be stoned. The woman's accusers had physically assaulted her. However, they felt that if their fingers bruised her shuddering skin, these were love bites compared to the hails of kisses of stones that she would have to endure later. These words imply that the men had no regard for the woman, and as such, they felt that their virtuous hands could do with her as they pleased. Similarly, the scant regard for others is seen in the poem Dreaming Black Boy. The black boy was disregarded by his teacher and was made to feel inferior. This is conveyed in the boy's desire to be acknowledged by his teacher. I wish my teacher's eyes wouldn't go past me today. Though the teacher did not physically abuse the boy, his or her action had scarred him emotionally. Do you agree? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Paragraph 2. Body paragraph 2 will address the second aspect of the given question, and it reads, for one of the questions, you must also discuss the impact of the abuse on one person. And the sample body paragraph reads, the persona's encounter with emotional abuse in the poem Dreaming Black Boy had caused him to contemplate whether he would have a rewarding life in the future. He had hoped that life would not send him out opposing, and that the same way creation would have him stand in it, it would have him stretch. It was obvious that the boy was traumatized by some of his encounters with racism. Consequently, he wanted to be treated equally and not as an alien. He wanted to be accepted, acknowledged, and recognized for his achievements. He even wanted a world that was devoid of racism. Hence, he wanted the plotters in pajamas to pray for themselves and wish only boys behind bravados would encounter racism. Although his experience with racism would have caused him to question his self-worth, I am no woodchopper now like all ancestors, it did not dim his desire for a brighter and better future. Do you agree? Share your comments or thoughts in the comment section below. Paragraph 3. The body paragraph 3 will address the third aspect of the given question, and the third aspect reads, finally, for each poem, you must examine one device each poet uses to portray abuse, and the sample body paragraph 3 reads, the poet used a variety of devices in their exploration of the issue of abuse. In the poem A Stone's Throw, Mitchell used its simile in the expression, these were love bites compared to the hills of kisses of stone. This comparison paints a vivid picture of how the men ill-treated the woman, literally manipulating the situation and justifying their cruelty by lessening the blow. The fact that the men made these declarations that their action is much milder points to the gravity and intensity of the act of stoning. This statement helps the reader to see how morbid and violent the impending act would be. While in the poem, Dreaming Black Boy, the poet uses mainly the device of repetition. Barry repeats the word wished and I wish several times to emphasize the boy's deep desire or yearning to be liberated from a racist society and all its effects. Do you agree? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The conclusion. Now, the conclusion provides a synopsis of all the main points expressed in other words. Now, here is a sample of a conclusion, and it reads, based on these poems, we can conclude that the poets showed us that physical and emotional abuse can have an adverse effect on its victim, causing them to question their self-worth or existence.